Welcome back to Real Ones Inc. This is DP in here. Today we will be giving you some tips and advice for first-time anime watchers. Recently, anime's been having a lot more popularity here in the West. Back in middle school and everything, I used to watch anime for a long time since I was a kid. And people didn't think it was too cool back then, but now it's really coming into pop culture. It's going into the NBA, ESPN, into rap and hip hop. And honestly, it's a really good thing. I'm happy to see that a lot of people are picking this up. And by the end of the video, the four of us will be giving you the 4 first-time animes for y'all to watch.
Tip number 1, start with the short animes. Now the reason for recommending this is if you're a first-time anime watcher and you come in and you kind of, put your foot on the wrong booby trap, you start with a Naruto Shippuden or a One Piece or, a very lengthy anime, it may be a little bit hard for you to digest and really go through the entire anime and enjoy the whole thing if it's a little bit too long and you're not as adjusted to the style and the presentation and how anime shows progress and stuff. It's definitely, I recommend wet your feet with a short anime first, something that's a season or 2, you can tear through it pretty easily. Even if it's not very fast paced, it's short enough that you can finish it comfortably and enjoy it before you embark on the bigger journeys of the longer animes. Because longer animes have a lot of filler episodes. Filler episodes are any episodes that's not canon, it's not part of the main storyline of the anime, and they include it more for entertainment and the enjoyment of viewers, but it doesn't necessarily contribute to the main story. And so if you do decide to embark on one of the longer animes and you don't want to watch the filler episodes, you can always go online and Google filler lists, and they'll provide you with which episodes are actually canon or main storyline and which episodes are filler.
Tip number 2. Now once you do start watching anime, obviously what you gotta understand is social media is not a safe place for you. Not at all. Twitter, Instagram, terrible, horrible. Anything you ever see, do not look up My Hero or whatever you're watching into the search bar. You're going to see manga panels, all types of spoilers. It's going to ruin it for you. Now, if you're looking for a safe space where you can discuss episode by episode as you watch, as it's coming out, or just a place where you can converse with other people who are watching the same stuff as you, Reddit is the place to be. Reddit actually has bots and moderators that keep the discussion threads clean of spoilers, clean of everything. They delete anything that will spoil the experience for you. Twitter, Instagram, they're riddled everywhere, and especially when you start looking up these things more, they start appearing in your For You pages, and you really need to be careful when it comes to these things. But definitely, if you're looking for a spot where you can freely converse, definitely go to Reddit.
Tip number 3. This one is going to be don't believe everything you see. So when you're starting watching anime, you're going to be checking out what other people think, or just might be trying to find out more information about it. And when you're doing this, you have to be really careful, because a lot of fans will put out their own theories, maybe even fan art, stuff like that. And you might think it's a spoiler, but a lot of times it's just their opinion and what they might think is going to happen. But this is the kicker. They always present it like it's facts. So you just have to be really careful discerning between what's true and what's not and what you are actually going to believe in. And really the best option, get it from the source. Instead of trying to find out from other people what's happening, if you really want to know, watch the anime.
Tip number 4. Now before we get into this tip, we are not sponsored by My Anime List, but hey, if y'all want to sponsor us. We're always looking for a sponsor. This is some more advice. Well, first of all, My Anime List is a website and an app that you can get. That basically, it's a place you can keep track of the animes you've watched. You can also put animes that you want to watch. And honestly, it's also has rankings where you can see among the community of My Anime List where people rank animes, whether it's good or bad, the most popular, the top animes of certain times. And also you can put your own opinion ranking the animes you've seen. Now, I highly recommend this because this isn't something I did myself, and I didn't know until recently. My friend E introduced me to it. I used to have a little notebook and write down my animes that I've seen, and I lost that book. And I've seen hundreds of animes since middle school and everything. And there's just some stuff that when it's a waste of time if you've seen something, you forget you saw it, and halfway through watching 20-minute episodes, a couple of them, you're like, damn, I've seen this before. And sometimes there's just something you want to rewatch. Maybe you're like, man, this was so good, but I can't find the name. You just can't it's hard to really dig across the sea of anime to see what you missed and what you might be missing on watching again. So make sure to always keep track, know what's good to watch, and also if you watch an anime, let's say like Demon Slayer, you put it on your list. My anime list will also give you recommendations based off something similar like this, and it's good like this. So I definitely recommend this to make sure you're on top of your game and you really keep watching good content.
So now we're getting into our 4 anime recommendations for that first anime you ever watch in your life. So for my recommendation, it's going to be Steins Gate. It's a 24 episode anime. It's a thriller. It's really like drama. It revolves around a mad scientist who makes these what he calls future gadgets, as he explores the concepts and the reality and the possibility of potential time travel and the entire journey it takes him on. The first 12 are more like a build up, more of a setup. They're still really good and definitely, needed. But then the back 12 are just it really gets straight into what's going on and the dilemmas he has to deal with. Some of them are the consequences of his actions, but you should definitely check it out. It's a great anime. It's really well done, really put together, and it's just a beautiful first one to watch.
My recommendation for the anime for you guys to watch for the first time would be Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer focuses on the story of a young man. He's part of the Demon Slayer Corps, and basically in this world there's humans and there's demons. The demons are plaguing the world and they eat humans, and they're a very sort of like the evil race within the world that they're fighting. And the Demon Slayers are those who are setting out to defend the public and eradicate the demon race. It's a really, really good storyline, excellent character development. Definitely a must watch for animes. It's one of the faster paced ones that I've seen. And personally, it's my all-time favorite. Definitely, for a first anime, would recommend Demon Slayer.
So for my recommendation for your first anime to watch, I'm recommending a slice of life anime called Hulimia. And this one's basically about some students in high school. It's about their relationships with each other within the little friend group. And it does focus mainly on 2 characters, but it also branches out and really explores all of the dynamics within the friend group and how they get to know each other and form interpersonal relationships instead of just being in the group. And it's a really good one. It's very interesting. It's only 1 season at the moment, but they do plan on making more. This is one of my favorite animes ever. It's a nice rom-com one, so it does have those funny moments, but it does also have the romance where it gets a little more serious. So it has a really good balance of the two, and yeah, I think it would be a great first anime for you.
Alright, my recommendation for first-time anime watchers would be One Punch Man. This is an action comedy anime, and honestly, one of the best animes I've seen so far too. The show revolves around Saitama, the main character. His superpower is basically ending the fight in 1 punch. This man's overpowered. And one thing I think y'all really enjoy about the show is to see how, with a character that doesn't really follow much struggle when it comes to beating adversaries, how a plot and a story really builds from that. So definitely check it out, and I hope y'all like it.